Let's talk about power. We tend to think we know what it is, right? It's about strength, money, having authority. But what if I told you that's just scratching the surface? In this explainer, we're going to peel back the layers on how power really works. And trust me, what we find is probably not what you're expecting. So that's the big question, isn't it? Where does real, lasting power actually come from? The kind of influence that truly shapes the world. The kind that keeps working for you even when you're not in the room. Yeah, the answer is it's not what you think. We're about to walk through a 5-level framework that is going to completely change how you see influence and authority in, well, pretty much every part of your life. All right, let's start at the ground floor. Level 1, the most obvious form of power, the one we all get from day one, direct power. This is power at its most basic, its most raw. It's your own personal, individual ability to make something happen, right here, right now, with just the resources you have on hand. It's all you. So what does that actually look like? Well, your hands can build a shelf, your voice can command attention in a meeting, the money in your wallet can buy you lunch, your skill as a coder lets you create an app. It's direct, it's immediate, it's you making something happen. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Direct power has a fatal weakness. It's tied directly to you. It only works when you are physically there. You can't be in two places at once. You get tired, you run out of energy. The second you walk away, that power just, poof, it's gone. It just doesn't scale. So if your own direct power is that limited, how do people get anything big done? Well, that brings us to levels 2 and 3, and this is where it gets interesting. This is all about leveraging other people, and there's a huge difference between power that's borrowed and power that's earned. Level 2 is positional power. Think of this as borrowed power. It doesn't actually come from you as a person. Nope, it comes from the title on your business card, the uniform you put on, or the corner office you sit in. It's authority on loan from some larger institution. You see this everywhere. A manager can delegate work to an entire team, not because they're the best at every single task, but because of their title. A judge's words carry the full weight of the justice system. You're not respecting the person, you're respecting the position they hold. And this right here is its greatest fragility. The second you lose that position, you get fired, you retire, you step down, that power vanishes instantly. The phone stops ringing. Why? Because the respect was never really for you. It was for the chair you were sitting in. Which leads us perfectly into level 3, relational power. This is a whole different ballgame. This is when people follow you not because they have to, but because they want to. This is influence you've built, brick by brick, on a foundation of trust, respect, and real connection. So let's put these two side by side. Positional power comes from an institution, and it's temporary. You're appointed. But relational power, that comes from people's trust in you. You earn it over time through being consistent, through actually caring, and because of that, it's way more lasting. Think about it. A great boss who gets a new job loses their old title, but the trust and loyalty their team had for them, that travels with them. That's their power. But even this much better, more durable power isn't without its own weakness. It needs constant upkeep. Relationships are like plants. If you don't water them, they wither. Trust can be broken in a second. You have to keep investing in people, or this power will slowly fade away. Okay, so far, every level of power has needed our active involvement, right? Our presence, our energy, our maintenance. But the highest levels of power, they're completely different. They're invisible, they're systems that just run in the background. I mean, really think about that for a second. What if you could set things up so that power just works for you? All the time, automatically, bending the world in your favor without you having to lift a single finger. Well, that's level 4, structural power. This is power that's literally built into the architecture of society, into the rules of the game. You're not the one exerting power anymore. The system is doing it for you. And what does this look like? Think about tax